Alright, so where we last left off is rescue the mages from the temple, or not the temple, the Templar's Tower, or the Tower of Magi, whatever you want to call it. And then we went inside some kid's head that was possessed by demons and rescued him without having to sacrifice anybody. So now, I think, if I recall, we were only lacking the doors, so I think we're gonna do the doors. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
Oh, why, you little... Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look. Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
How do you forget a dog is a war dog?
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin? Where did you want to leave why did you want to leave the crows exactly? Tell me a little about the Antiva. What is your opinion about the Dalish? Let's go with Dalish.
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book. How should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear. It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all. Are we so different, you and I? Buffeted by the winds of fate, brought to this point by both circumstance and excellence. If you wish to look at things on the surface, by all means, no matter. My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again. Oh, there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
The Miles bagging machine! Ow!
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer. I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows. I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me.
I'd be a poor leader if one of you died on my watch. You never have to feel afraid of me. That's what friends do. They look out for each other. It would be nice if you stayed awake for a change.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat. Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward. Oh, chivalry is so dead, making the lady spill her guts like that. Well, that settles it then.
Something on your mind?
What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome. Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken. Ha, very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time. But there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll still be kicking around for years yet. Hey, don't say those things. We still need you. You're not allowed to be quite done yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry. There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes. The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry. The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner. It would not have happened otherwise.
At your word, Warden. We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Enchantment?
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, marvelous.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for? Maker's breath. You're right. It is like my mother's. The leather was less thick and it had more embroidery, but these are very close and quite handsome. Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
How nice.
Why, thank you so much.
Great. Super. Thanks.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I...
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
And you give this to me, why? Interesting. 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 Interesting.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. How nice. How nice. How nice. How nice.
Most kind. Most kind. Most kind.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Enchantment?
He can fold. It's
Enchantment!
and there you have it. Oh, certainly.
Enchantment? Enchant...
I see you're still with Morrigan. I thought you said she didn't mean anything to you. What are you playing at? You tell me you like me, that I mean something to you, and you have her on the side? It's not fair to either Morrigan or me. Do you say the same things to her that you say to me? Just show me some respect. Show us some respect, please. Wonderful people have their limits too. I care for you, more deeply than I can say, but I can't watch you going to her all the time. I am sorry I had to force this on you. I couldn't stand by any longer wondering if I meant anything to you. And I believe you when you say that. We should talk later.
No need to say it. I can read your intentions from your expression. Of course, I am not overly fond of sharing either. You should have bedded me while you had the chance. Nevertheless, all that is done now, yes? So be it. To tell it truly, she is far more suited to you. Go then. Go and revel in your domesticated bliss. Not sorry enough, evidently. We have better things to do than dwell on the past. Let us not speak of this again. Interesting, 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 interesting.
I'm here for you. I don't think you have the correct aptitude. I could give you some pointers, though. You may be able to pass them on to someone you know. Let's just go over there, away from the others. For safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time. I'm here for you.
Something on your mind?
It is begun.
Indeed.
Yes.
You have my thanks.
Very well.
just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you? Did you need something? I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. Best of luck.
As you say. It is begun.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
What manner of feast is this?
Pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway? I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harriman, but... The charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmi. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. I should not discuss such things, but it is definitely troubling. I don't think I could in good conscience support such a man. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? Be careful, then. There are more dangerous things than deep stalkers down here.
do it.
What manner of feast is this?
Well together.
Make us breath!
of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Hendrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandal shocking.
Thank you for your service.
No offense, but I've often wondered how you people get by with your awkwardly long limbs.
I've heard about the lies you spread to Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. I am Dulin Ferrender, Lord Harriman's advisor and first lieutenant, and I have nothing to say to the likes of you.
Leave us alone, Warden. We don't need you interfering in Orzamar's private affairs.
Lord Haramont, said to have kicked Castlett in the street. Does he respect none?
It's good to see the Grey Wardens know the rightful king of Orzammar.
As you say. I shall do it. It shall be done.
You need me?
Ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
The prince values your support.
It has begun.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Haramont is...
You have House Dace's thanks.
Lord Haramont is the voice of tradition and stability.
I have nothing to say to one of Balin's puppets.
Welcome to Lord Haramont's estate.
House Haramont is honored to have you here.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against Lord Balin
Well, I hear there were a few angry messengers sent to the Harrowmont estate a moment ago. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now? I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics. I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne. Harrowmont spent his life in the Assembly. He only knows how to lead through compromise and capitulation. That's not what Orzammar needs. The Darkspawn are massing for a blight. The land's topside have been torn apart. We need a strong leader now, someone who can stand up to the Assembly. Someone who will rule, not persuade. Do you expect modesty? That is no valuable trait for a king. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos. You have struck a blow against Harrowmont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the Carta of Criminals she runs? They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger. Your eagerness is charming. If you can do as you say, you will have the troops you need the moment I take the throne. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger. And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference. Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar. Support Lord Harrowmont at his command.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior cast anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino. All Mino's son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Bronca's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him. Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation. She invented a smokeless fuel that let the smith caste increase their output by nearly a third. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Bronca, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name. Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep road. Did you see?
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
I'm guessing you haven't left yet. You talked to him? Of course he won't let me go. He wants to sell me off for the highest dowry. I don't care if I lose my caste. I'll stay on the surface forever. Thank you, thank you.
More enemies ahead.
End this for Harrowmont.
Let's end this.
It's begun.
Are you back?
Attack! Thank you, I'm sorry.
I'm healing up. I need help.
As you say.
I didn't do it, sir. I swear.
Keep asking questions like that and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Spare coin.
I shall...
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money. Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions. Best way to find it is stand on any street corner in Orzammar and insult Jarvia's mother. You'll wind up there quick enough, and have a real long time to get to know the place. Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava. course.
It shall be done.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
No quarter shall be given.
We have done well.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy? What are you trying to do? Kill me? Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy? Keep asking questions like that, and you'll get dragged in soon enough.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple. What are you looking for? Know it? I lived it, my friend. And let me tell you, it's worse now than in my day. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there. Can't help you there, Selroka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised? I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
No one, don't look at me!
I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
It's everywhere. That's the problem. There's nowhere she can't see you.
Jarvia don't like no one asking questions about her.
Spare a coin? 2 bits for the needy? What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much? Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it. Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors! What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all! No! Jarvia will kill me if I tell you. I might as well die fighting.
Quickly, we must fight! As you say.
What's the password? Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
I never liked this part. Make a preserve.
Skill has won the day. Enemies approaching.
Crap, right ahead.
Hit
begun. It's begun.
As you like. It's done. I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Right away. You need me?
As you say. Shall be done.
Trap right ahead.
Very well. As you say.
right ahead.
Let me out. Please, stranger. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day and all for a stupid bet.
As you say. I shall do it. Very well. Shall be done. I shall do it. I will not.
Here comes trouble!
You will not win!
Very well. Very well.
Very well. I shall do it.
Fight ankles.
Very well. It is begun.
Allow me. I could do that for you. It's done.
It's begun.
Let's make this quick. Want it? I don't like this part. On my way.
Very well.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
shall be done. As you say.
Yes, of course.
Very well. Most excellent. It is begun.
I think I remember where this leads out at, and it scares the fuck out of somebody.
remains of my ancestors. How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! No! I don't have anything to do with them! They're criminals! When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it. You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Do some upgrades on armor here. Not for myself, more than likely for someone else. If anything, I have that beats 11, which I don't think I do. Okay, and then let's go with boots. What I currently have on is equal to that, so let's check with you. Okay, let's check with you. Alright, let's see what all you can wear.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Okay, and then we'll go back to armor. I have to see if I have someone that can wear that, just show some weight. And then hell, you can't wear that. You can wear that though. So we're just gonna wait. I'll go ahead and buy that other one off of you.
Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another?
Motherfuck.
Here to, of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
I'll go back to armor. What was it? What was it? This one? 21. 42 strength. 21 armor. Let's get rid of some of these weapons. Okay, and then we're gonna go back over here. Ah, this expensive ass armor. Jesus, goes my entire savings. Steen, you better be able to wear this, buddy. This one, you have to have 38 strength. You can't even wear it? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, I guess we just got it. Alright. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm back, bitches. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. I somewhat don't like the weapon I'm currently using. Critical chance is 0.7, critical chance is 2.2. Hang on, correction. It's got a higher armor penetration, though. We'll just rock with it for now, I guess. Oh goodness, it's so fucking cold in my house. But at night, then it's hot as fuck.
Orzammar questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without reward.
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop his plans to strip Orzammar's defenses, say insiders.
It has begun.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like Genlocks. Everyone in Orzammar agrees. You have done the city a great service. I promise as soon as I take the throne, I will send the troops you need. I was hoping you'd say that. Killing Jarvia brought me greater favor. But to truly displace Harrowmont, we'll need something dramatic enough to end the debate forever. What do you know of the Paragon Branca? She is the only Paragon of 4 generations, and she turns her responsibilities. A Paragon is like an ancestor born in his time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged.
But I was under the impression she does not want anything to do with politics.
She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead, only to have him take credit for finding her. You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Wardens present in Orzammar. Enforcement of Lord Balin. News of the hour. Lord Balin proven to be working with Sarbathus.
I shall do it.
Go see if we can go recruit a certain someone at the bar. I don't know if we can. Just seeing if we can.
So, you were serious before when you said you
Motherfucker, I
wanted
was
to
looking
help
for him.
Branka, huh? I'm Ogren. I don't know if you remember. People seem to forget me these days. Or ignore. I forget which. I'm still her husband. More than that, I'm the only one who cares about her as a person. Not some symbol to leave in the deep roads where she can't offend anyone. I know what Branka wanted, and how she was looking. You presumably know everything Balin scouts have discovered about where she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck. You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caridin built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridin's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years. If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself. Vashaden.
Carrigan's Cross. I can't believe Balin actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig. Not a one. But trust me, we will once we're on the path to the old Orton Tig. She was going to Carrigan's home. Only Branka's hero, the most famed paragon ever to rise from Smith Cast. He built the anvil, and he's the only one who ever knew its secret. He was an Orton before he founded his own house. And even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located. I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
Well, look what we have here. Some of Balin's new toadies. Let's show him who's king.
Here comes trouble! Be careful!
That went well.
Very well.
Ancestors, this is a wonderful gift. You think that's a good idea? It'll do, sure.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. There's little glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time, and you're not.
be done.
Next. I am sorry.
As you said. It's begun. What shall be done? Very well. It is begun. Very well. I shall do it. If we must fight, let us do it quickly. It's begun. Watch out! No quarter shall be given. I shall do it. Careful! As you say.
You need me? Ask me anything.
back to the city. We won't sodding find...
Gonna change party members real quick.
There are many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king.
Please,
There's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful...
I shall do it.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found? 'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands, but this is not it. Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Not unless one also happens to be an ancient abomination. No. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own. Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then, so I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours. Not really, but the sooner the better, no? I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I...
Something on your mind?
I'm here for you.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower? Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most. Every mage is vulnerable, no matter how accomplished or powerful. That is the first thing we learn, and overconfidence can lead to recklessness. One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone, replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say. Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured, or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity. Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave? Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Most kind.
That looks fine indeed. By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, blast it.
Indeed.
The great Paragon Franca will never return. The ancestors have taken her.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself. Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck. Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it. Right, best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
I'll visit one more shop before I call it quits. And then I'll try to do the fucking deep roads again.
You again. Here to buy something, or were you just thinking of wrecking another part of my shop? Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Did you need something else, Warden? Certainly, Warden.
We've a bit of stew on the fire.
I shall do it.
Well, look what we have here. Some of Balin's new toadies. Let's show them who's king.
Enemies approaching!
I shall do it.
You sing a great deal.
Yes, I do. Music lifts my spirit. Would you like me to stop?
I didn't say that. Was that part of your chant?
No. It was a ballad about a highwayman and a tavern girl who loved him. Could you not tell?
All your language sounds the same to me. I thought you were singing of vegetables, actually.
Very well.
As you say. It has begun. It has begun.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna leave this here because I still gotta have dinner and shit, so. As always, thanks for watching, and stay safe, and until next time, peace.